Season 2 is finally here, and with that comes a new settings video. So there's a few new things I have to show you guys that have changed from the last settings video, so let's just get right into it. Alright, so first things first, when you're at your desktop here, you're going to go to the bottom left search bar and you're just going to type background apps and you're going to click this right here and it'll bring up this menu. And all you have to do here is check this little box at the top to off that says let apps run in the background. If you don't do this, all these apps are going to be running in the background while you're gaming and that's going to impact performance, so we don't want that. Once you're done with that, you're going to want to go back to the search bar on the bottom left and type game, and at the top here you'll see game mode settings, so click that and it'll bring you to this menu here. Now from this menu you're going to want to click Xbox game bar from the left side here and check this off at the top, and then you're going to go down to captures and you're going to want to check this off right here where it says record in background while I'm playing a game. And then you're going to scroll down a little bit to where it says recorded audio and record audio when I record a game. You're going to want to check this off as well. From there, we're going to go to game mode. And I know we used to have this off, but now we actually want to turn it on because it'll give you this certain setting. So have this checked on, and then over here on the right side, you'll see related settings and it says graphic settings. Click that. And you're going to want to turn this on right here under hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. When you do check this on, you will have to reset your PC, but some of you guys might not get this setting. So if you don't have this setting, just turn game mode off and you should be fine. But that new setting there can help improve your performance a bit. Once you're done with that, you can go back to the search bar on the bottom left and you're just going to type power. And then at the top here, you'll see power and sleep settings. So click that. And then from this menu, you're going to see additional power settings on the right side here. So click that and it'll bring up this menu and you're going to want to check high performance. If you don't see high performance here, it might be hidden under the show additional plan. So just click that and it might be under there. And that's it for that. We can close all this out. And the next part of the video is for people who have NVIDIA graphics cards. So if you have an AMD graphics card, you can just skip ahead in the video a little bit. There should be some timestamps down below. So if you do have an NVIDIA graphics card, you're going to want to right click your desktop and click NVIDIA control panel and just wait for that to load up. And once it's loaded up here, you're going to see in the top left, it says manage 3D settings. So click that and you're going to see all these settings here, and just scroll down a little bit. You're going to see monitor technology. Now, if you do have a G-Sync compatible or a G-Sync monitor, this is where you're going to want to turn this on here. If you don't, then you don't have to worry about this and just copy the rest of the settings. So I'm just going to scroll through here a little bit for you guys, and you're just going to copy all these settings, because if I do go through all these individually, this video is just going to be way too long, and I don't want this video to be super long and boring. So once you have all these settings copied, we're going to go to the in-game settings and we'll go from there. All right, now for the fun part, the in-game settings. I'm going to try to go through these kind of quick because not a whole lot has changed, but there has been some changes made since the last settings video. So let's just start at the top here. We got display mode. I feel like I'm a broken record saying this, but run your games in full screen. It's going to lower input lag and improve your performance. I understand people like tabbing out of their games, so they'll run full screen borderless, but it's just only going to impact performance. So I really recommend against doing that. And then going down here to screen refresh rate, obviously make sure this is set to your monitor screen refresh rate, and then render resolution, make sure this is at 100. Going down a couple to VSync, disable this. This is going to increase input lag. I recommend just turning this off in every game you play. If you are getting screen tearing and it's really bothering you, you could enable this, but keep in mind you're adding some input lag and I just really would not recommend it. For custom frame rate limit, I would put this on unlimited. You want to get as many frames as you can out of the game. And then under NVIDIA highlights, I'd disable this. Otherwise, random double kills and stuff's going to be recording in the background and you don't want that. For NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency, I have this on enabled plus boost. Now, if you are streaming on a single PC setup or something, you might want to just put this on enabled if your stream is looking laggy at all, but otherwise I would recommend enabled plus boost. Scrolling down a bit, we have streaming quality, which I would put on low. Then we have texture resolution, which I recommend putting on normal. Same with texture filter anisotropic, put this on normal. Particle quality on high for some reason increases your frame, so put it on high. Bullet impacts and sprays enabled. Tessellation I have disabled. On demand texture streaming I have disabled. Then scrolling down, we have shadow map resolution, put this on low. Shadows really impact performance, so definitely have this on low. Now cache spot shadows and cache sun shadows, have these both on enabled. Now sometimes when you open up your game, these are gonna be disabled, so sometimes when you hop on, just come in your settings, double check that they're enabled. I don't know why they reset sometimes, but they do, so just be on the lookout for that. For particle lighting, we have this on low. Ray tracing, we want this off. If you have this option, it's going to negatively impact performance a lot. And then ambient occlusion we have disabled, and screen space reflection we also have disabled. Going down a bit, we have anti-aliasing, which I have off now since I'm using a 1440p monitor. I don't really notice the jagged edges as much. But if you are playing on 1080p, or if you are playing at 1440p or 4K or whatever, and you just don't like the jagged edges, I'd recommend putting this on the SMAA1X. And then if you are doing this, you have to put filmic strength at all the way up to 1. So make sure this is at 1 here, and we just skip this depth of field setting, but make sure depth of field is disabled. It's gonna make things blurry around your iron sights, and we don't want that. And then going down a bit, we have world motion blur and weapon motion blur. Disable that. Motion blur is just horrible. I don't know why these are even in video games, but these options are just bad. And if you're moving around, looking around the map, everything is gonna look blurry, and we don't want that. We want it to be clear and looking good so it's easier to find people. Then film grain we have at 0. And we have a new setting here, dynamic resolution. I would leave this disabled. I just wouldn't mess with this at all. And then there you go. There is the updated graphics settings. So I know there's gonna be some people down in the comments saying, oh, all you did was turn the graphics settings all the way down. What a waste of my time. And yeah, a lot of the settings in this game don't really affect the quality of the graphics all that much. So we turn those down or disable them, because they're kind of pointless to have on, and they just use a lot of resources that don't need to be used. And these are the best settings to make your game look good and make your game run good at the same time. So I really hope this video did help some people out there. If you guys are new, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are almost at 13K subscribers, which is just insane to me. And if it did help you out, please drop a like. And if you have any questions, just ask away in the comment section. I'll do my best to reply to people. If not, I do stream Monday through Friday mornings over on Twitch, so you can ask any questions about these settings you have over there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Here's the web. Peace.